What's up, Cinedaisies? It's Achara Kirk, joined by Michael Booth.
Hello, hello.
And we've got a stand-up comedy here. We haven't seen stand-up in a minute here on the channel, so I was recommended this. This one is called Adventure Stand-Up Comedy by Ravi Gupta. I also don't know if I've seen any comedy from Ravi Gupta as well. So I am excited you're ready for some laughs. I hope you are too. Before we jump into it, please subscribe, click the bell icon, all notifications, and upvote this video if you are having a good time. All right, let's do it.
So here we go.
Wow, we start with laughing.
Yeah.
पहाड़ों पे जाने का शौक है किसी को पहाड़ घूमने जाता है कोई हाथ ये
I love it. I love it.
कहाँ से आ गए ये हमारी सभ्यता नहीं
They're not.
ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि इस बार प्ले हो हाथ उठा के आप मुझे बताओ
Okay.
कैसा मैम आपको कैसा लगता है पहाड़ों पे जाके
How do you feel you're gonna?
वेरी नाइस
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
कोई किसने हाथ उठाया था नहीं यार आपने सर कैसा लगता है पहाड़ों पे जाके अच्छा लगता है
Feels good, okay.
बता दे कोई शांति मतलब
Peace.
लोग बोल रहे हैं कि सुकून मिलता है अच्छा लगता है
That's true. That's true.
ये फेक लोग हैं
What?
ये कभी तुम्हें ये AI है
This is AI.
Stop.
तुम्हें सच्चाई मैं बता रहा हूँ पहाड़ों पे तब तक अच्छा लगता है जब तक गाड़ी के अंदर
As long as you're sitting inside the car. Yeah. Hiking up the mountain is rough.
हम लोग गुड़गांव में रहते हैं हमने डिसाइड किया
I feel attacked. I feel attacked, okay? Because anyone who watched there's this video I did with Lex. She's a new guest on the channel. And it was about this hike where it's like an 80-degree incline or
Holy
something like that.
crap.
It's almost vertical.
That's
pretty much.
A crazy hike.
It's a crazy hike.
I
And
love hiking, but that's. Ugh.
I was like, nah, not for me. I'm not about that, like, walking uphill life.
I
And
love hiking.
the
but-
walking downhill part is the worst part.
But the downhill part always goes so much faster.
But it's
Because you've already
scarier.
gone up the uphill.
Because you could.
You could going the uphill, it's just falling backwards.
Okay, whatever. Anyway.
कि गुड़गांव की
But I agree here.
बहुत ज्यादा चपटी है क्यों ना हम लोग एडवेंचर करने पहाड़ निकल जाएं
Okay.
Yeah.
एडवेंचर करने हम लोग गुड़गांव से बाहर जा रहे हैं बताओ
Sure.
Yeah.
गुड़गांव में एडवेंचर की कमी है रात में 10 बजे के बाद मैं निकलता हूँ मेरा खुल
Scary.
करने लगता है एक vibe है,
It's just the vibe.
माहौल है यहाँ की हवा में मन कर जाता है कि आदमी सड़क के उस पार जा रहा है क्यों ना पत्थर से
Just what? Mess them up.
बचपन से ही चंचल रहा हूँ मैं
I can see that.
शरारती नेचर रहा है मेरा फिर लोगों ने समझाया कि क्राइम है ये
People made me
ऐसे
understand.
फ्रीक्वेंटली नहीं कर सकते
Frequently, but a little bit.
Yeah, every once in a while.
पहाड़ों पे मैंने सुना जो लोकल लोग होते हैं वो दिल के बहुत साफ होते हैं बहुत अच्छे लोग होते हैं हम लोग गए पहाड़ों पे हमारे साथ बदतमीजी चल रही थी
For
लोग
real?
वैसे
No
मार रहे थे
way.
धर्मशाला में हम कहा धर्मशाला बोले जगह का नाम है बेधर्मशाला जहाँ है होटल का नाम हयात खड़ा हो गया गीला तौलिया लपेट के मैंने बोला मुझे कोई घूमने की जगह बता दो आप पहाड़ों पे कभी घूमने की जगह पूछोगे तुरंत ट्रैक बताने लग जाते हैं
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You gotta trek this trek, that trek.
Yeah.
अच्छा लग रहा है वहां से नंगा वापस आ रहा हूँ मजा आ गया यार Nature तो
I had
बहुत
such an
बढ़िया चीज़
experience in nature.
है। एक ही पत्ता बांध रखा है वो भी मुंह पे। नेचर ने पागल कर दिया हम लोग गए थे मैक्लोडगंज और वहां बहुत
I love
famous
the
है
collective.
ट्रिम ट्रैक। वहां जाना ही पड़ता है
Why?
तो उसने बोला त्रिउन ट्रैक चले जाओ मैंने बोला कैसा है त्रिउन ट्रैक यूट्यूब खोला दिखाने लगे कि ये है त्रिउन ट्रैक जाओगे देखने
I'm like, great, I don't have to leave. Yeah, that's easy.
But it's
Boom,
not the
you showed
same.
me
You have to
everything.
do it.
उसने बोला भाई मेरी बात सुनो मेरा पहला दिन है आज मैनेजर ने बोला आज नहीं उठा सकता किसी को
Oh.
पर मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है कल जब जाना ना चेकआउट करना मिल के जाना है
Oh my god.
ना तुझे वहीं गिरा के मैं बोला साले एम्प्लॉय मेरे को ढंग से घूमने की जगह बता दे
Tell me some good place.
8 किलोमीटर का ट्रैक है चले जाओ बड़ा झरने वरने बह रहे हैं
Oh, that sounds nice.
Okay, that's
मजा
cool.
आ जाएगा, सुंदर रास्ता है निकल गए दोनों लोग वहां जाने के 2 रास्ते थे
Oh.
एक आसान रास्ता एक रास्ता हमने दूसरे की
path
नजरों
of-
में देखा हमने बोला हम तो मर्द हैं
Of course.
Oh yeah. Obviously, we gotta choose the path.
हमारे दिमाग में भरा हुआ है भूसा. हमें करना होगा भूसे का पूरा इस्तेमाल. हम हैं मर्द.
We are
हम
men.
जाएंगे यहाँ से आते हुए अब.
And we'll come back with scars and we'll look so
दोनों मर्दों ने
cool.
चलना शुरू किया. आधे घंटे तक जब तक रास्ता एकदम सही सीधा सपाट था,
Okay.
हमारी दोस्ती बहुत अच्छी चली.
Yeah, I'm
I was
sure.
gonna say, this is the trek that ends friendship.
जैसे ही पहाड़ चढ़ना शुरू हुए, दिमाग में चिड़चिड़ापन आने लगा.
Oh God.
कि भाई एक बात बता, तू क्या है क्या?
Can you walk any slower? Why are you stepping on my shoes?
तुमने बोला था मैं बोलूंगा कुछ भी मान लेगा क्या?
Oh my
5
God.
रुपए कब देगा? मेरा दे दूंगा, अभी थोड़ी दे दूंगा. कॉलर पकड़
Sounds
पकड़
about
चल
right.
रहा हूँ. थोड़ा फिर और आगे बढ़े हम लोग शांत होके, तो आसपास से चर चुर
Oh God.
कट कुट की आवाज आ रही है.
Oh no.
Animals?
या तो हमारे शरीर से ही आ रही.
Oh God. The knees be creaking.
इतने साल से जो कूल है जाम थे, आज खुल गए.
It finally opened up.
हमारी हथेलियों में गांठें पड़ गई. कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ा हुआ है. उस टाइम कोई चेकअप कर देता, निकल आता हम.
Damn.
We were falling apart at the seams.
मैंने बोला ऐसे तो हम लोग को प्राप्त हो जाएंगे.
This is why it's the path of
एक काम करते हैं,
What?
हर 1 किलोमीटर के बाद हम 4 घंटे का नैप
4 hours.
Wow.
लेंगे. ठीक है ब्रो. वहाँ 1
I'm there
किलोमीटर
with
ही 4
you.
घंटे के बाद आ रहा था.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah.
हमारे दिमाग में एक हार्मोन होता है डोपामिन, जिससे हैप्पी फीलिंग आती है. डोपामिन
Oh my God.
कुछ अच्छा ही नहीं लग रहा अब हमें. मुझे कुत्तों से बहुत प्यार है.
I hated dogs in that moment.
कि कुत्ता मुझे डस ना ले. बोला भाई कुत्ता काटता है डसता नहीं. मैंने बोला पहाड़ पे चाधारी कुत्ते होते.
What?
मन गढ़ंत कहानियां बन रही दिमाग में. फाइनली हम अपने डेस्टिनेशन पे पहुंचे,
Yay.
जहाँ झरना होने की बात कही गई थी.
Oh, did the guy trick him?
Oh my God, was there no waterfall? Yep.
No.
नालियां भरी थी 3-4 ऊपर से,
Oh
जो नीचे गड्ढे में इकट्ठा हो रहे थे. और वहाँ के लोग इतने
Oh.
हरामी स्कैम चला रहे, झील बोल रहे हैं उसको.
Damn.
गड्ढे को झील बना दिया. बताओ हम नहाने का सोच के आए थे. हमको वहाँ देख के मछलियां ही बाहर निकल आई वहाँ की. कि तुम लोग कर लो. हम लोग
You guys
बहुत
go
दूर से आ
ahead
रहे हैं, हम लोग
first.
यहीं रहते हैं. यहाँ एक बार में एक ही आदमी नहा पाता.
Damn.
नहाओ नहा रहे, खड़ा क्यों है?
Oh my God.
दम है तो नहा के दिखो.
If you got the
गीला
guts.
हो जाए तो बताना मुझे. हम लोग यहाँ परिवार नहीं बढ़ा रहे, पानी कम है.
Water is limited.
नल्ले मुंह उठा के नहाने पता नहीं कहाँ चले आते हैं.
Damn.
मैं बेशरम आदमी. चला के नहाने.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God,
पेट
really?
गीला है, पीठ सूखी. मेरा दोस्त बाहर ही बैठा. मैंने बोला आओ भाई एंजॉय करो. बोला नहीं भाई तुम फुल एंजॉय करो. इतनी
Enjoy.
तुम ही नहा सकते.
A trashy lake. Okay.
सारा पानी तुम्हारे वजन से छटक के बाहर निकल.
Because of your weight,
Oh my
the water's
God.
everywhere else.
किया है तुमने. अब लोग और टूरिज्म बढ़ा देंगे. 2 झील है. आओ आओ.
2 lakes.
Damn.
उस जंगल में भी जहाँ ना जानवर है ना इंसान.
Oh my God,
वहाँ
that's
पर भी एक
terrifying.
आदमी मैगी बेचने में लगा हुआ है.
Oh, of course. You gotta make business, you know.
जाएंगे आप. लुंगी पहन के मसाला कूटने में लगे हुए हैं. बाहर जंगल से निकले ही नहीं. उनको
Never
पता
left
मिल
the
जाने नहीं.
forest.
मंदबुद्धि लोग यहीं आ जाएंगे.
It's like idiots will come.
इंसानों को मैगी खिला, रात में हिरन लोग को पकड़ ले रहा है.
What a life.
लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना है तो मैगी तो खाना ही पड़ेगा. घास क्यों खाता रहता है दिन भर. हमने बोला भाई वापस चलते हैं.
Oh yeah, then
वापस
there's
जाने
the
के 2
walk
रास्ते
back.
थे.
Oh
एक आसान
no.
रास्ता, एक का रास्ता.
No, don't do it.
गलतियों से इंसान सीखते हैं.
Yeah. Do
जानवर
they?
नहीं सीख पाते.
Animals don't.
हमारा शरीर तो इंसानों जैसा था.
Oh no.
बुद्धि हमारी.
They're like, we gotta go back down the hard way.
मर्द की बुद्धि बैल की बुद्धि होती है. हम अभी भी उसी ही एटीट्यूड में कि हम तो मर्द हैं.
Oh my
The
God.
little wheeze.
Just don't do it. Why?
पर इस बार
Okay.
कॉन्फिडेंस कम था.
You don't
भाई
say.
मर्द है ना. मेरा दोस्त बोले हाँ 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 ना वो. उसके बैठ के हाँ मर्द है. हम आसान रास्ता नहीं चुनेंगे.
Oh God.
वहाँ से तो लड़कियां जाती हैं.
Oh my
हम
God.
हैं मर्द. ये जो जंगल वाला रास्ता है ना, यहाँ से हम लोग जाएंगे नेचर को अपने अंदर घुसेड़ते.
No.
I want to be a pincushion by the end of this adventure.
मजा लेते हैं. फिर निकल गए 2 नंबर। मेरा दोस्त बोला वाह नेचर से मैं हील हो रहा हूँ।
Yeah, right.
मेरी सारी प्रॉब्लम नेचर ने गायब कर दी। मैंने बोला नेचर से पाइल्स कैसे ठीक हो जा रहा है? मैंने भाई मैप लगा के देखा 45 मिनट 45 मिनट का रास्ता हमें दिखा।
Oh my God.
Okay.
Just 45 minutes?
जब चलते चलते फिर मैप देखा
45
55
minutes.
मिनट और दिखा।
What?
ये कौन सा रास्ता है यार?
It just keeps growing longer and longer. You're trapped.
मैं पढ़ा लिखा हूँ, मैं भूत प्रेत को नहीं मानता।
Oh,
जब तक मेरा ना हो।
Same.
Yeah.
अंधेरा
Yeah.
होता ही लगता है भूत होता तो है।
Yeah. The moment it gets dark out, you start
देखो,
seeing
भूत
everything.
हो सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है। चुड़ैल तो होती ही हैं।
Oh no. Oh
क्योंकि जो
no.
भूत प्रेत आत्माएं हैं इसी समाज से बन के गए।
Okay.
वहाँ ऊपर भी औरतों ने हमें दबा रखा है।
You can't
वो
escape
जो
it.
चुड़ैल अपने पति भूत को डांट रही कि बैठ जा चुपचाप। मैं पागल हूँ। आधे घंटे से उल्टे पैर में नेल पॉलिश लगा रही हूँ।
The backwards
You
feet.
know the backwards feet thing,
Yep,
right?
yep, yep.
ह्यूमन माइंड इतना fucked up है। हम दिन में देखो कितनी नॉनसेंस बातें करते हैं जिसका कोई सेंस नहीं। और रात होते ही अपने आप भूत प्रेत की बात चालू कर देंगे।
Okay.
You just start talking about scary things.
दिन में हम यही सब बातें कर रहे हैं कि भाई यहाँ का खाना खा के माँ की याद आ गई यार, वो भी बहुत बेकार बनाती है।
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
मतलब प्यार बहुत करती थी पर खाना नहीं बन पा रहा था उनसे।
She couldn't cook to save her life.
और रात होते ही हमारी कन्वर्सेशन ये हो जा रही है, भाई तुमको पता है मेरे गांव में चुड़ैल रहती थी।
Oh my God.
दादाजी जब भी निकलते थे ना चुड़ैल उनके पीछे लग जाती थी और उनका नाम लेके बुलाती थी दादाजी।
Oh God.
दादाजी का नाम ही दादाजी था। और दादाजी जैसे पलटे चुड़ैल गायब। चुड़ैल डरा रही कि डर रही है समझ नहीं।
She's scared of herself.
मुझे चुड़ैल का हटाओ, मुझे दादाजी का बताओ।
Yeah, I want to hear about Grandpa G.
तुम्हारे दादाजी कि जिसको देख के चुड़ैल की फट जा रहे।
That's a good story
I
right
love how
there.
his brain just went there.
45 मिनट का रास्ता था, 2.5 घंटे से ज्यादा दोनों मर्द फंसे हुए हैं।
Oh my
my
God.
God.
अचानक मेरा दोस्त मुझे घूरने लग गया।
Oh God,
और बस घूरा
no.
ना ब्रो मेरी बात सुन, मैं कमिटेड हूँ।
What?
Why?
उसने बोला तुम मुझे गलत समझ रहे हो। I just want to kiss you।
What?
बोला ये ठीक नहीं है। बोला यही दोस्ती, हम के दोस्ती ये नहीं होती। बोला इतने सालों से हम एक दूसरे को जानते हैं, थोड़ा बहुत comfortable नहीं।
Yeah.
बोला ऊपर से हम के नहीं यार।
Like what? What are you talking about? The woods have made him crazy.
बोल रहा हूँ मैं कमिटेड हूँ, मेरा किसी और लौंडे के साथ चल रहा है।
Oh.
Nice.
4-5 साल पहले की बात है।
Okay.
मैं गांव गया था कुछ दिन। मेरे गांव में उस टाइम सब लोग गए थे।
Okay.
Oh.
इनके नहीं थे, वो शहर से आए थे, उनको लगा था कि कोई कोर्स चल रहा है LGBT नाम से जिससे जॉब जल्दी मिल जाती हो। और यहाँ के इंस्टीट्यूट खोल दिया था LGBTC++ जावा पाइथन।
Oh my God.
मुझे नहीं पता। जब फिर मैं बाहर आया दिल्ली, मुंबई, बेंगलुरु, पुणे, बड़े शहरों में, तब मुझे समझ में आया कि अच्छा लड़के लड़कियां भी शादी कर रहे हैं अब तो।
Oh
सोसाइटी
good.
बदल गई।
Yeah.
Yeah.
तब मैं अपने क्लोजेट में वापस चला आया। तो मैं समझा रहा हूँ अपने दोस्त को कि भाई मैं नहीं दे पाऊंगा।
Okay.
You need to understand. The wood is making you crazy.
और 800 रुपये बहुत कम है।
Oh.
800 rupees.
At least 1,000, bro.
Yeah, come on, man.
तभी एक आदमी बाइक से आता हुआ दिखाई दिया। मैंने बोला भाई यार, सुबह हम मर्द बन के निकले थे, रात तक पूरा वल्नरेबल हो चुके।
Please, sir. Please, we need help.
पहुंचा दो। मेरा दोस्त फिर मुझे घूरने लग गया कि भाई एक बात बताओ, मुझे मना कर रहे थे यार तुम।
Dude, why are we still on this?
मैंने बोला सुन बे, लेन देन कैश का भी होता है, हर जगह जीपे नहीं चलता है।
Cheap. Oh no.
वो आदमी बोला भाई मैं तुम लोग को बिठा तो लेता,
But
और तुम्हारी कन्वर्सेशन ने मुझे हिला कर रख दिया।
He's like, you guys, you're a little
नहीं
weird.
बिठा रहा, पीछे तो नहीं ही बिठा रहा।
especially not on the
Yeah.
मैं जा रहा हूँ।
Oh no.
bicycles away as fast as possible.
जाते जाते बता दो कि ये सही रास्ता है, मैक्लोडगंज ही जा रहे हैं। मैक्लोडगंज 15 किलोमीटर पीछे है।
Oh God.
थोड़ी देर में इजराइल पहुंच जाओगे। मैंने बोला इतना एडवेंचर तो सोच के नहीं आए थे। बोला आप लोग परेशान मत हो, आराम से चलते जाओ, जंगल सेफ है। शेर
Is it? Are we sure?
शेर भालू भी है यहाँ पे।
What?
मेरा दोस्त बोला भाई मुझे वॉशरूम जाना तो था पर मैंने तो कर ही लिया।
Well, that takes care of that.
बोला आप लोग ज्यादा परेशान रहो, आप लोग आपस में बातचीत करते रहो, शेर नहीं आएगा। ये क्या
I mean, that's basically the same idea that you do on bear trails in Alaska.
Right.
शेर क्या हमारी बात सुन रहा है? कर लेने दो पहले, दो लोग बात कर। हमारे का कुछ मैटर है, सॉल्व कर ले।
Resolving some personal stuff.
बात कर लो। बातचीत करते रहो, शेर नहीं आएगा। मान लो शेर आ गया, बातचीत करने लग जाए।
Yeah, maybe.
Chat with them.
क्या बॉडी बना रखी है शेर यार।
Looking
टैटू है
good,
बॉडी
bud.
पे। अच्छा नेचुरल है, मुझे पता नहीं था। मैं गांव से, मुझे बहुत कुछ नहीं पता था।
To know
और
much.
शेर, मटन खाया शेर?
Oh no.
चलो ठीक है शेर, मैं निकल रहा हूँ। हैं? निकलता हूँ शेर फिर मैं। मेरा
Bye.
जान छोड़ दो।
Bye.
जो दांत से पकड़ रखा है ना, 1.5 किलो मटन तो मेरा।
5 kilometers of mutton.
शेर का मैं बता रहा हूँ दोस्तों, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं, क्योंकि शेर जैसी आपके सामने आएगा आपको कुछ नहीं करना।
What?
शेर ही करना है जो करना है।
That's true. That's true.
That's fair.
कभी तो एक्सेप्ट करो।
You just gotta be like, well.
पर शेर की खास बात यह है कि तुरंत शिकार करता है, वो तुरंत देता है इंसान को, ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगाता।
Okay, what about bears?
Are you sure?
भालू जो होता है,
Oh God.
आई डोंट नो आपको वाइल्ड लाइफ के बारे में कितनी जानकारी है। भालू ठीक नहीं होता।
Bears are not okay. They're a little messed up.
ठीक नहीं होता। भालू बदतमीज होते हैं। भालू
They're
चरित्रहीन
rude.
होते हैं।
Morally corrupt.
भालुओं का नेचर ठीक नहीं होता।
Okay.
भालू को
mean-
खेलना अच्छा लगता है।
I can be convinced.
और कोई जेंडर प्रेफरेंस नहीं उनका।
Wait, do
कि ही हर दे
tigers?
दड़ाम। मैं कैसे समझाऊं आप लोगों को? मैं
Other than
comfortable
experiencing
खुद
it.
नहीं हूं बताने में, लेकिन जो फैक्ट है वो फैक्ट है। भालू मारने से पहले मारता बहुत है।
Is that true?
I mean, getting mauled by a bear or a tiger is no fun. But yeah, a bear's got these big old paws that's gonna smack the crap and claw the crap out of you.
I'm
and-
asking you because you seem like the wilderness bear expert.
I know bears largely because any hike you go on is bear country, so you just got to be aware. But just keep talking and you won't run into them is a rule that works for bears, just like
Really?
the tigers. Oh yeah. They're like the big 3 things that you should do if you're like adventuring in bear country is always announce yourself. So like talking, singing, just like make noise so they hear you coming.
Okay.
Smell as human as possible, which basically means no nice perfume, no nice cologne. Like if you're going out into the woods, sweat, because they will smell you and they will understand that you're human rather than smelling perfume and going, ooh, that smells nice. I want to go check that out.
Oh,
Right?
Okay.
And then number 3 is don't run. That's the big one.
That's hard.
Because with bears, it's all about like show of force for the most part. It's like
just like that.
intimidation. They don't want to necessarily mess with you and you don't want to mess with them, but you got to show that you're not afraid to mess with them if they want to mess around.
Okay.
So as long as you don't run, it doesn't trigger the prey response in the bear and then it comes after you. If it sees you and you stand your ground, it's like, okay, this is something I don't want to mess with. But those are the big 3. My mom kind of disregarded those rules. We always called her the bear lady or like Mama Bear because she had the most bear encounters out of all of us. And she's this like small, petite woman. Like she's like a little, like about an inch shorter than my wife and like wafer thin, my mom is. And she liked going out on hikes on her own.
Oh God.
And she wouldn't talk because who are you going to talk to?
Yeah, she's
when
by
you're on your own?
herself. Yeah.
So she wouldn't make noise. So the amount of times she'd like round a corner on a grizzly bear or like a brown bear, like so many stories. I'm like, Mom, for the love of God, just like have an iPod on speaker or something like that.
Just play your phone on loud.
Yeah, she's got crazy stories. But yeah, bears will, I've heard stories of like bear attacks where like the bear will attack you, maul you, and then leave you. And then like there are guys who like start heading down the mountain, and because they don't make it past like a territorial marker in time for the bear to be like, yeah, you got out of my territory, she'll come back and maul you again.
Oh my God.
So like
terrifying.
Yeah, they're a little rough if you get on their bad side, that's for sure.
Ah.
और ऐसी किसी हुई नहीं चाहिए, पर मैं एक चीज अपने बारे में ऑनेस्टली बता रहा हूँ, मुझे से ही डर लगता है.
Okay.
But not of mauling.
But not of mauling.
किसी चीज का डर नहीं.
Yeah, not getting mauled by a bear.
इज्जत को उतना नहीं सोचता हूँ. कुछ हुआ ही नहीं, कोई बात नहीं हो.
At least I'm not.
मेरे को मैं जिंदा रहना चाहता हूँ बस.
Yeah.
Right.
मैं बाहर बताऊंगी नहीं किसी को. ये तो तुम 4 जगह जाके अपना ट्रॉमा शेयर करोगे, तब तुम्हारी बेइज्जती है भालू से. अपनी इज्जत अपने हाथ में है. मुझे जिंदा रहना है बस.
Okay.
जंगल की बात जंगल में रह गई.
Okay.
What happens in the jungle stays in the jungle.
कोई बात नहीं भालू. कोई बात नहीं भालू. तुमको जो ठीक लगा किया ना तुमने.
You just did what you thought was right.
मैं तो नेचर लवर हुआ करता था यार.
Used to be. Okay.
But not anymore. Oh my God.
दोस्तों जंगलों में ऐसी घटनाएं
Oh,
होनी
okay.
आम बात है.
Oh.
और जब ऐसी घटनाएं होती हैं तो मन मस्तिष्क पर एक अवसाद इकट्ठा हो जाता है.
This is like a
इस अवसाद
motivational
को
moment.
हमें और आपको मिलके हटाना है.
Okay.
इसके लिए मैंने अपने लाइव शोज डाल रखे हैं.
Oh.
Gotta organize the
Okay.
डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी मिल जाएगी. मेरे
That's cute.
gotta pitch the tour.
पेज पर भी मिल जाएगी सारी डिटेल्स.
That is
अगर आपको ये
cute.
वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो
Very cute. I
Nice,
thought I thought it
nice.
was gonna be like a PSA where he was gonna be
like remember, bears are dangerous.
Yeah.
Always be careful and always be carrying bear spray.
yes. Yeah, see, I guess I'm not really a nature person a lot of time. Like I enjoy it when I'm out
Love
there.
nature.
Beautiful. It's great. But, you know, sometimes the other stuff surrounding it isn't so fun. Like it's sometimes scary going up steep things or coming down steep things. Going
Yeah.
up usually it's kind of like okay.
Because
I'm
like you've
just-
got your weight leaned forward.
Yeah,
and it's
you're
like
just
you're
walking.
better at it. I get
it's
it.
fine, but the way down when it's like the rocks are slippery and stuff like that actually scares the shit out of me. And then also sometimes like I can't remember what club it was exactly. Maybe it was like the astronomy club in high school, and we went to this
Yeah.
part of Thailand where we had to go on a hike up there, but then you know we'd be able to
Right.
sleep out
because
and see
the best
stars.
place to see the stars is always the top of a mountain. Hence
Right.
why every observatory ever is on top of a mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had to do the hike, but it was like all the stuff around it. It was just like, oh, the mosquitoes, the leeches. Don't get me started on the leeches.
Ooh, hadn't thought about that.
I was constantly on like leech lookout because I've inherited this fear of leeches from my mom. Now, my mom is a lady who is not scared of a lot of things.
But the things that she's scared of, she's like seriously scared
Yeah,
of.
like
Okay.
snakes, not into it.
Fair enough.
Leeches, definitely not into it because I think she had like some just kind of horrific experiences as as a kid growing up in a village and like, you know,
Yeah.
be all like,
Yeah.
wow, I jumped in the lake with my friends.
And come out covered in
Yeah.
leeches. Ugh.
And they just stick on you and all that. So I remember I was constantly like looking out and then I'd be like, oh my God, there's a leech. It's trying to get on you. Ah! You know, like
You must have been such a joy to be around on that hike.
it's the walking part freaks me out more because I'm constantly looking out for things. But then once I arrive to the destination and it's beautiful, you know, like you get to a beautiful waterfall or something or a lake or like wherever, it's like, wow, it's so nice. The destination is beautiful and perhaps it's worth it. But the journey getting there is stressful as hell.
But
That's
you know,
how I feel.
Sometimes the real treasure is the leeches we found along,
Along the way. That's right. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's something like that. I genuinely love hiking, and I wish that I could get out and do it more. The only thing is that like LA is so hot.
Yeah, especially right
during
now.
the summer months. And so it's hard to A, convince myself that it's worth going out and doing, and B, it's extra hard convincing my wife that it's worth going out and doing. because like we both grew up in Alaska and we both like love the outdoors, but she's very much like on the boat and like out
That
along
type
the
of
coastline.
I love
and, like,
that.
stuff like that. And so like the hiking, I've got these big long legs. I can just rip through terrain like nobody's business. And then she ends up like having to run after me basically. And so she's all out of breath and really takes it out of her. And so it's very hard for me to convince her to be like, yeah, we should go on a hike today. And she's like, why, when we could just go to a park and hang out and read and enjoy nature? And
and enjoy nature that way.
I want to go hiking. I want to go to the top of a mountain. My dad instilled a love of hiking very early on in me. My sibling, however, not at all about it.
Okay.
Because similar to you, did not like everything that came with the outdoors, right? Like being outdoorsy is one of those things where you got to convince yourself to love it, or like, the destination is definitely worth it because like, yeah, there's bugs, yeah, there's mud, yeah, you're gonna get caught on like sticks and branches and brambles, and yeah, potentially you're gonna run into bears or wildlife or things like that. I think that's so cool. I love that stuff. I love the like being out in it and like, yeah, it's dirty and it's grimy and it's great, right? My sibling very much is like, why would I do that when I have a perfectly air-conditioned room that I can hang out in?
Right? With a shower and a working
This
toilet?
makes zero sense. And so, like, we get along very, very well, but this is one thing that we've always, always, always been at odds in, even growing up in Alaska, is I'd be like, come on a hike with us. We're going on a day trip. Come camping with us. We're going to pitch a tent in the old World War II, like, bunkers.
No.
Like, come along. And they'd just be like, no, can't do it. You cannot convince me that those mountains are any prettier than where I am right now looking out the window at them.
Well, yeah. But like, okay, so I sometimes enjoy the activities surrounding the camping and stuff.
Right.
You know, like, oh yeah, let's do s'mores.
Love s'mores.
Like s'mores are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out is fun. Doing a toilet in the wilderness is not fun. Like,
Okay, yeah.
no.
Gravity assisted toilet.
I feel, oh God, I'm going to throw my mom under the bus again because she's, you know, she grew up differently than me, you know, like I'm a city girl through and through, but she only became a city woman later in life. So I remember one time we were like out in the forest somewhere in the UK.
Right.
And suddenly my mom was like,
Time to go.
I gotta go. I was like, what? She was like, keep a lookout for me. And so she did a number 2 in a national forest in the UK.
Just nourishing.
And then afterwards she was like,
nourishing nature.
yeah, she was like, I took a dump. I was like, good for you, Mom. Good for you.
That's incredible.
She gives 0 Fs. She's like, what? It's natural.
Good for Mama Kirk. Good for Mama Kirk. I'm here for it. Hell yeah.
Always a fun time with my
Her
mom.
and I would get along
Yeah.
for sure.
She's like, whatever. It's fine. Like,
hey, you gotta do it.
because I didn't grow up with that. Like even, you know, going on a long road trip back in the day when there weren't enough like roadside services or like gas stations with a toilet.
Yeah.
So like I remember one time that happened and, you know, they gave me a sarong.
Okay.
Like, just go around the back,
Go
just have
do
a
the
wee.
thing. Yeah.
I was like, really?
Do I have to?
Really? Okay, fine. You know, don't love it. But I like nature. But I don't like a lot of the things.
I love nature. I love nature over there. I love nature as long as it's very, very close to my creature comforts.
Yes. Yes.
I get you. It couldn't be me. I love being out in it. I love the creature comforts, but also there's just something like really cathartic of like, all right, this is how my ancestors used to do it.
Yeah, no.
This is how.
This is why we evolved.
This is why we have technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? What was
Exactly.
the point of centuries of human advancement if we're not going to take advantage of those advancements?
Yes, 100%. But also, I don't know. I don't know if I would take the harder route. I can see how that's compelling when it's like, this is the hard hike. This is the easy hike.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, I'm someone who's quite honest with myself about where my fitness levels lie and what I feel like doing that day. And some days I'm like, yeah, I want the challenge. And some days I'm like, no.
Will usually do the harder thing 9 times out of 10, unless I'm with other people.
Okay.
Like, I will almost always pick the stairs over like an elevator. 100%.
I mean, I like doing
time.
that just for cardio.
If I'm on my own.
Yeah.
If I'm like with people, I'll like, if they start migrating towards the elevator, I'll migrate towards the elevator. Like, I'm never going to push people to do the difficult thing.
Okay, that's nice.
Just because I want to go do the difficult thing. So like in one of those instances where it's like, here's the hard hike, here's the easy trail. If the person I'm with is like, oh, the easy trail seems like kind of nice, I'd be like, all right, cool. And just go do it. No matter how much I want to do the hard trail, I just like do the easy trail. But if it was just me, hard trail it is.
I think I know my level. Like when I went with my friends to the Grand Canyon, there was also like, this is the
easy trail,
difficult hike right
hard
here.
Trail.
It's going to take several hours. Or this one takes an hour. I was like, let's do that one.
We're doing that one.
That's that one.
I've always wanted to hike down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, but that's a whole trip.
Yeah, no.
That one's rough. That's one of those hikes that like scares me. And you
let
have
me
to do
pay
the
extra
downhill
for the helicopter, and I'll do that.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm that person. I mean, you'll be like, oh, it's amazing. Look, I can see the whole thing from up here.
Yeah, from up here. Comfortably in a chair.
Yeah.
With air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's one of those hikes that's difficult because you got to hike down first, and then when you've already hiked, you got to do the uphill.
Yeah.
We had a hike in Hawaii because I used to live in Hawaii with my dad. For those of you that aren't up to date of all the places that I've been.
He's been around.
I've been around. And so Pololu Valley, all the way here's the big island of Hawaii, and it's all the way up there. Is a really cool hike, and you like go down to this like big black sand beach, and it's very traditionally important to the Hawaiian native folks because that's where King Kamehameha was born, like those valleys, and like the unifying king of the islands. And so it's a really great hike, very, very cool, but it's a bunch of really steep downhill switchbacks.
Okay.
From the top of the valley all the way down into it. That's the start of the hike.
And then you're
in the valley, and then eventually you got to go back up after you've like wandered around, you've like done your whole thing, like your knees are already tired from going downhill, and then you got to schlep back uphill. Like I will take a hike that's uphill first, then downhill, because the downhill is like for me so much easier.
Right. Yeah.
Having to do the uphill the second time round is rough.
That sounds rough. Was there a person selling snacks at the bottom?
No.
That's a missed opportunity.
I know, you'd think.
That Maggie guy, genius.
The Maggie guy's got it. You're right, because inevitably you're going to get to the end of like the hard hike and be like, God, I'm winded. I did not bring enough protein bars.
I need a snack.
Oh, here's this guy in the middle of the wilderness that just has a snack.
That's an insanely good business model.
That is a really good business model. That guy's a genius.
Smart. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. This was fun. Are you a hike person? I know in the last video I did around hikes, seems a lot of young people out there in India love to trek. Good for you.
Trekking. Good for you guys.
Good for you. It's nice and healthy. Get out there in nature. It's good for you. Touch grass.
Good for the body. Good for the soul.
Yeah. All of that stuff. Keep laughing. Keep smiling. And we'll see you next time. I'm Achara Kirk. This is
Michael Boos.
Ciao.